This segment is brought to you by Gin Gators. We sink our teeth into service.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. You know, it's a really important time of year as we approach Memorial Day weekend. And why that's so important is because we want to make sure that we honor veterans and those who are fallen heroes all over our country. Got a really interesting conversation with somebody you maybe wouldn't think would be doing this, but very excited that it's a family heritage for her. As we welcome to the program, Ms. Alyssa Louvier. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So, Alyssa, you are with the Lafourche Veterans Monument District of Ward 10.
Yes, sir.
And that's just really cool. But you're part of it because it was something special for your dad. Is that right?
Yes, my dad has been helping the veteran district for over 10 years, and he's gotten sick in the last 2 years, so I've kind of stepped up and it's been helping him keep things in order.
Well, we appreciate that. I will tell you, just as important as what our veterans do is what our families of our veterans do. So thank you for doing that for your dad. And so we wish him well. And so this is a shout out to him to let him know that Alyssa is here taking care of things for you. So she's got you, Mr. Louvier. That's a good thing. And so tell us a little bit about this particular monument from Ward 10. And so it's the Lafourche Veterans Monument, District of Ward 10. Tell us, it's a beautiful picture. This is remarkable that we are able to have this, but a millage is used to be able to provide this, right?
Correct. Mr. Linton Ducey, along with a few other men who served in World War II, they wanted to have something that could commemorate everyone who served from Ward 10 in the district. So they got together, and the Port Commission was actually dropping a part of their millage, so they picked that up. And they put it on the ballot, and they ended up getting it.
Right.
And essentially, it was initially to bring veterans to and from their VA appointments, which we still do.
Right. That's
we
awesome.
bring them to and from VA appointments anywhere they need, from like Texas to Florida.
Oh my goodness.
But it's only citizens of Ward 10.
Right. Gotcha.
And
Ward 10.
then after that, they decided to start building the wall. So
Right.
now we have our granite wall, which is what everyone sees when they pass. We have over 2,500 names of Ward 10 citizens that have lived here and have served in the armed forces, dating back to the War of 1812.
War of 1812. That's remarkable.
It's crazy because we have such a small community, and there's so many people who served our nation.
Yeah, and listen, in this way of life down here, we're all about community, we're all about serving, but it's certainly that way in Ward 10.
Absolutely.
Right.
My favorite thing is listening to their stories and just the camaraderie they have, where most of these men are complete strangers, and they'll get in a room and they have something to talk about and memories, and it's really interesting to watch as an outsider.
Right.
Them relive and just remember everything and talk about it and have that brotherhood.
Yeah, and that's what that is. It's a brotherhood or sisterhood from all of those people that have done that. And so in a very special way, here on Memorial Day, we're going to be able to celebrate them. And so on Memorial Day, and this is going to take place at the Field of Tears. So tell us the Field of Tears as it relates to the wall.
So behind the wall, we have what's called the Field of Tears, and it is sacred ground. So we always keep our flags at half-staff because that is remembering anyone in Ward 10 who has died in action or went missing in action.
Okay.
And we have an engraved plaque for everyone who has died in service or went missing.
Wow, remarkable. And so on Memorial Day itself, at the Field of Tears, which is where it was pictured earlier, I want to let you know, at 2:30, people can arrive, and then taps will be played at 3 p.m. all across our nation. Isn't that remarkable?
It's beautiful. It's very chilling. It gives me, I kind of tearing up thinking about it, because it's the one designated time of the day that everybody's supposed to be with family and reflecting back and just being so thankful, because I don't think many people realize what these men and women have sacrificed, to give us as our nation.
Our freedom, right?
And
That's what
we
we have.
really need to be grateful for it, because I have a whole new perspective after working with these men on everything they've endured.
Well, it's really interesting to think about how this affects families. And I'll just tell you the impact on mine. We have my Uncle Earl, my mom's younger brother, was lost at war. His plane went down. No communication thereafter. We've never known if he was still alive or not. And so it's something that's very important for us to be able to celebrate. And so it's something very special to our family. So at 3 o'clock on Memorial Day, it's a very special time for us as well. And so I love the fact that everybody from Ward 10 can go out there and be able to celebrate that and do that together. And so that's going to be 2:30 people can show up. It's at the Field of Tears right behind the wall, which is also called the Monument, right? The Lafourche Veterans
Correct.
Monument. And that's a district. Jason, show that shot one more time. I just want people to be able to see that, how beautiful it is, that granite wall with over 1,200 names, you said?
2,500.
2,500 names. I think I get that right? 2,500 names.
And counting.
Yeah, sadly enough, and counting. But again, it's in the Field of Tears right behind that wall. It's going to be able to celebrate all of those people, all of our fallen heroes, all of those people who have served and done very well. So people can arrive at 2:30. Taps will be played at 3 o'clock on the back side of the wall there in a way for us to honor. And in that Field of Tears, the flag is always flown at half mast to be able to honor all of those. And so, Alyssa, I got to tell you, it's very impressive that you would do this with and for your dad, but also of certainly maturity on your part of being able to make sure that you're making this happen and honoring family. So you're honoring family while we honor all of those individuals that are lost and all of those people that are fallen heroes. And so that's really, really cool. And so we appreciate it. Thanks for coming on to do that with us today. And we're really excited about the fact that we've got people all over the country that at one time can do that in memory and honor of them. So thank you very much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, guys, and that'll do it for this particular segment and for this Bayou Time. But don't go anywhere. We got a whole lot more right here on HTV.
This segment was brought to you by Trapp Chevrolet. We're always on your side.